Hey guys, friendly reminder that we're streaming almost every single day. That's Monday through Saturday, 8 p.m. EST on the Moliminous Theater channel. Be there or be square, but I really hope that I see you there.
Just keeps on getting better, better, better. Every pony.
We start this off by showcasing that ponies are in fact, yes, pretty dumb, because bashing into a window wing first while flying multiple stories up in the air seems like the worst idea possible. Also, Zip, a literal horse, slamming her entire body weight into this window did not open it, but this light tap did. Now, look, I get it. This is a common trope that cartoons do all the time, but if you think I'm about to be charitable with this movie, then you surely don't know me. It's been 10 years, folks.
So did you get it yet, Zip?
Walkie-talkies do not work cross-country. I mean, they have phones, and maybe there's an app that makes it sound like a walkie-talkie, but that seems so hipstery that if that is in fact the case, that's worth a sin on its own. The guards see an open window into the palace, and remember, all their citizens can literally fly, so this could have been opened by any one of their citizens just coming into the palace to casually assassinate the princesses. But instead of investigating, they simply close it. They don't even lock it. There's no locking animation, there's nothing. They just close it back and go about their merry way. These guards prove once again that they're more incompetent than even Celestia's royal guards because they don't hear this giant Pegasi, again a horse-sized creature, flapping their wings literally just a couple feet above them. Wow, for a princess's room, this sure is, like, filled with nothing. I mean, there's no posters, pictures, there's no decorations, there's not even a hint of color. At first I thought this was Zip's room, because it would make sense. Zip doesn't really do a lot of girly activities, or at least she's portrayed not to, but this is Pip's room. Pip, who's supposed to be some sort of full of herself social media star that loves streaming every aspect of her life, apparently has no personality in her room. Where did she store it? I mean, considering the size and the shape, I mean, oh no. Okay, this has been shown to be a common occurrence, so either there are a lot of dead Pegasi that no one talks about, or these ponies have bones made of steel, because you're falling from hundreds of feet, up in the air, down. Again, these are horses. These are not light creatures. I can't stress this enough. Imagine a full-grown ass horse flying just 100 feet up in the air and crashing down.
Lucky microphone?
Pony hoofs have always been magical. How they work is a mystery for the gods, but the amount of nonsense in this movie with them is astounding. How does she twirl the mic? It makes no sense. Why do some things, like phones, require dedicated holding devices, but things like spoons don't? Also, looking at this shop poster in the background, it's a pair of scissors and music notes. So either this is the dedicated barbershop quartet store, as every city obviously has, or the barbershop doubles as a karaoke store. Which, if that turns out to be the case, that will be exceptionally stupid. But these are ponies that we're dealing with, so it would probably be in character. Still, getting us in.
Okay, Sunny, just remember, pretend you're talking to us and not like all of Equestria, and you'll do great. You're live.
You can hear everyone talking in the background, but on both sides of the camera, it's a literal ghost town.
I'm Sunny Star Scout, and I live here in Maritime Bay with my friends.
That's not how live streaming works. Now, I'm not 100% sure how the microphones work in this scene because some people don't need a mic, but then apparently Sunny does need a mic. But considering how it's flailing all about, she wouldn't sound like this.
Hey, every pony. I'm Sunny Star Scout, and I live here in Maritime Bay with my friends.
She would sound a lot more like this.
Hey, every pony. I'm Sunny Star Scout, and I live here in Maritime Bay with my
Because contrary to popular belief, you actually have to speak into the microphone.
Maritime Bay used to be the place just us Earth ponies live. Just like how unicorns always stayed in Bridalwood and—
I know this is nitpicky, but this is kind of my job and it's been bugging me. How is there a global internet? Because we saw all these places were vastly different in the technological sense. Maritime Bay was more modern, Zephyr Heights was super fancy and technologically advanced, and the Pegasi eat garbage, literally. But in a matter of like days or months, they all have 5G internet access and phone plans? Or did they all always have internet and there's some form of pony YouTube where Earth ponies are talking about the great Earth pony replacement theory?
Turn into an alicorn. That's an Earth Pony, Pegasus, and Unicorn all in one.
Wait, was all of this planned? I mean, she's not even touching the phone to make the graphics appear, and they have a dedicated Alicorn OC, so surely this was done in advance, which begs the question, did Sunny know they would do this, or did they all just make an effort to spring it on her without even consulting her first?
See you at the festival.
Shuts off the phone without clicking anything.
You Pegasi are always flying too fast, or too low, or too high up.
Yes, she's super racist. Like, I'm pretty sure whatever the Twitter equivalent of for this world is, she would be banned off of it. But her animation is honestly the worst thing about her. How fast she starts and stops is just jarring to watch.
Magic takes practice.
Then they should do it somewhere else other than my garden.
I mean, she's not wrong considering the Pegasi are falling out of the sky. And I think a lot of people in the world would probably have an issue if we just randomly had like a 10 or 20% chance of a horse-sized object falling 100 feet from the sky onto our heads. Listen, I know this is a cartoon, but all these people who get crushed by them would be dead. Unicorns once again showing that Earth ponies are just outclassed by unicorn magic. Even when they get magic, unicorns can already do what they do.
I want to show you something.
Jesus, how rich are they? This is a huge upgrade from the first movie. Like, this place is a literal mansion now. I thought the whole point was supposed to be these were just average relatable ponies to show it doesn't take something special to not be racist. That kind of defeats the point though when they look like this world's equivalent of millionaires. Tea is so important in Equestria. You must have a small silhouette of a tea kettle and cups framed all over the place. F your family or friends. You need to frame a picture of a black silhouette of tea.
Is that Sunny's old lantern?
I thought.
Bet you'd fix it up for her as a maritime Bayday present?
Wasn't this like a super important thing to her? I know they got the gem from it, but like, it's hard to believe she just never made an attempt at repairing it or keeping it somewhere other than a basement.
What's up with you?
Oh, sorry. Just thinking about something weird that happened earlier.
The thing with Posey?
Oh, yeah, that.
There's literally no reason for her not to voice her concerns here. Like, it would be extremely easy to say, hey, I think something weird is going on with the new cosmic power source that we only discovered recently and know nothing about.
Maybe Posey's jealous. I know I am. Magic seems a little scary, but it would be pretty cool to be able to levitate things.
Like this?
You know, for a show about friendship, the ponies are really kind of dicks to one another. One friend talks about how other people having magic makes them feel a little bit jealous, and the other friend proceeds to show off how cool magic is in front of them. Kind of a dick move. Queen boners aside, I do appreciate that the show gives us at least 2 characters with normal jobs, but look at how immaculate their house is. And remember, that's not what it looked like originally. Now imagine doing all of that on part-time earnings from a smoothie stand.
Magic is unpredictable.
This is the fastest time I've ever seen a pizza cooked.
It may be unpredictable, but it's not dangerous.
No, that is exactly what being unpredictable means. That is pretty dangerous, especially if you're flying. I have watched this scene a bunch to see if it's just me, but no, the Queen's phone makes no goddamn sense. It's set up like a normal one from the side, but way wider on close-ups. In some scenes, like this, it's right on her hoofs as normal, then the next scene, it's smaller than her hoof and mostly off of it. Now the phone's like flying out of her hoof. I'm pretty sure the animators are just f***ing with us at this point to see if we're even paying attention.
I'm not ready to become a full-time heir to the throne princess yet. I'm not sure if I fit in here either. Even if all I do is fly around and try out new moves.
That's Rainbow Dash's entire personality in a nutshell. And she seemed to have survived, and in fact, she had a mansion too. I'm starting to notice that no matter which of the main 6 we follow, nepotism seems to be more magic than friendship.
That's not good.
They almost die and act like nothing happens. They don't ring any alarms or warn anyone about the magic that they just got and know very little about again. They don't even make an effort to fly lower, they just go right back up.
Maybe we can add some Unicorn and Pegasus flair to these ones too.
Okay, but why does she have so many teaspoons? What's with unicorns and tea?
I'm sure we can find something that you'd like to do.
Maybe later. Bye.
There's again no reason for her not to tell anyone about the issue with magic. It should be pretty apparent that this is a literal life and death situation and should be brought to everyone's attention. Again, you have horses flying and falling out of the sky.
Have you seen anything strange lately?
Strange? What do you mean?
So she's willing to talk to Hitch about it, but not Sunny. Why is her character so insecure now?
Sheriff station?
Again with the hoofs, like yes, writing with your mouth is impractical, but is hanging it like this mostly off of the hoof any less so? Also constantly the question, why even have the phones like this for an all-Earth pony town? Why wouldn't they use headsets or something like that?
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. I was carrying it and then my magic just went away.
I don't believe you.
Is every pony okay over here?
There's a code for police to deal with sandcastle disputes. What kind of Karen calls the police because someone is messing up their sandcastle?
Wish I could, but
Why can't you exactly?
because I'm working on my own surprise thing for Bay Day.
There is literally no reason at this point to keep this a secret. I mean, there never was, but still. I'm not even sure how everyone else in the town hasn't noticed the giant techno glitches of the magic rainbow that's above their heads. Like, it's pretty obvious and shouldn't be a secret, no matter what Zip says.
Huh. You don't belong here, do you? I'll take care of you, little one.
Continuing the proud tradition of ponies literally kidnapping baby dragons. Not sure why they feel the need to do it, but apparently it's in their DNA. I get that they're horses, so maybe normal stairs aren't good for them, and I've noticed this for a while, but this is the clearest shot we've had of the stairs. Why is it a f***ing slide? Surely it can't be easier to walk up a slide or even down it as a horse. It's not even some gradual level increase. No, it's pretty dramatic. It's like a slide you would see at a playground. Sunny apparently doesn't need oven mitts because when it comes to hoofs, horses say f*** you. Yes, they are ticklish, but they're also impervious to being burnt.
We have to make cloud candy next. It's Zip's favorite. Where is she, by the way?
I can understand looking underneath your hoofs if you're talking about looking for Pip, because she's a small little shorty. But it doesn't make sense if you're talking about Zip, even if Izzy is supposed to be the pseudo Pinkie Pie of the group.
Hour 5 and 1 minute. Still nothing.
What was her plan here? She's watched it happen multiple times, so she knows this is an occurrence that happens, but I'm not sure how she thinks she'll magically figure out some sort of pattern by only watching the source of the disruption, rather than the surrounding body of other elements that could be affecting it as well.
I don't believe this.
You don't believe what? The green vines are sprouting from the magical rainbow that gives you superpowers? I mean, is this really the time to be skeptical?
What are we looking at?
There were all these vines growing on the wall, and they were glowing.
Glowing vines?
Bitch, you are standing in front of a magic rainbow. How is this something that you're questioning?
And I think something is wrong with them.
What? No, there isn't.
What? Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this is an absurd concept? Before, I thought she was being obtuse by not telling you about the magic disruptions. But why is everyone so against the idea that the magic crystal that previously stopped working would now stop working again? I don't feel like pointing out all the times that the phone changes from her hooves to being in the middle to being on the holder and being outside of the holder. Max, just put up like 3 cents and call it a day.
Come on. There's gotta be something. Everything on Main Street appears normal.
But what about the duplicated gray pony with the blonde mane? That seems a little sussy. He's in 2 places at once. That can't be normal. That's not how binoculars work at all.
I thought maybe you'd like that.
A normal desk lamp is probably not enough to keep a dragon egg warm, seeing as how they bathe in lava. Most likely, this egg is going to freeze and die. These sticky notes have no writing on them at all, which normally I just give a pass. It's a background element, but you can see it on the left that there is one that's less in the foreground with writing on it. So why would you make the one that is closer to the camera brighter, the one that doesn't have any writing on it? Unless Hitch just likes to put up blank sticky notes for some reason.
Would you mind keeping this between us for now?
Sure, I can zip it.
Normally I'd send the pun, but I'm actually sending the fact that she's an assailant to a child abduction charge and is making a pun out of it.
Oh no.
Apparently letters don't exist in Equestria and all communication is broken down to emojis. The fact that this is closer to reality than fiction is also a sin.
Please don't let it be makeovers. Please don't let it be makeovers. I knew it.
Again, look at how huge this place is. Wasn't this just Sunny's house before? Maybe there's something in the YouTube shorts that explains why they have a McMansion, but why would you require the audience to watch a bunch of shorts on YouTube to understand why the story is the way it is in the movies?
Chill. nothing is going to happen.
They say for no reason at all, seeing as it all happened before, and they never really found out the reason as to why it happened either.
You don't get it, do you? We can't just sing a song and ignore everything.
Then you're in the wrong series if you think that's not exactly what happens 90% of the time. They survive this.
It isn't fair. We Earth ponies don't get any magic, and then the ponies that do have it don't even know how to use it.
Ponies once again proving that they are one mistake, one accident away from a full-blown race war.
It's the lantern my dad made for me.
I mean, it is a lantern, but it's like completely different than the one we saw before. There's no ponies on it, it's different colors, etc. Almost every element of it seems to be changed. And while it's a nice gesture, I don't think if you showed the two lamps side by side, anyone would think they were the same ones.
Oh, look! Pony showed up after all! And there's the Queen!
Who's cheering for the Queen exactly? Almost no one is even looking in her direction, and why would the Earth ponies or unicorns give a fuck about the Queen of the Pegasi?
Hey!
Pegasi have an unfair advantage.
I think the bigger issue is that it seems like the kids and adults are both competing in the same sandcastle building contest. Don't you see that as an issue? Don't you feel a little bit silly beating kids? Is there something wrong with this kid? Why is she shaking and making this face?
Boss ice cream.
I mean, you literally had to order it. Like, why are you surprised at the flavor you got?
My wings won't work.
Neither will my hooves!
Okay, but why do they root Earth ponies in place? No one ever explained why that happened.
That's it. The magic will come back to us if we can work together. Come on, unicorns. Come on, Pegasi. Help the Earth ponies.
Again, this isn't being nice. They are legit just only doing this so that they can get magic again. They have been falling for like 30 seconds. There is no way they didn't reach the bottom or go so far down that they couldn't be found. This is not how falling works. It is exceptionally fast, and they should either be splat or lost in the void. Apparently, unless everyone stops being outwardly racist, because there'll still be inwardly racist, Earth ponies don't get magic. For some reason, which honestly seems pretty racist in of itself.
But dragons haven't been seen in Equestria for generations.
Maybe because you guys keep kidnapping them.
Hey, every pony. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the way I acted.
I'm super sorry for being racist, guys. Now that I have magic too, I'm no longer racist. Or at least I'll just anonymously shitpost about how bad each other race is on image boards.
Would you mind singing your new Maritime Bay song?
I will on one condition. If you'll sing it with me.
I'll do the harmony.
How does she know the words to the song that you just made? That's new. Also, we never hear the song.
Took them long enough. And now that they have,
This has got to be the ugliest designed character in the whole show. I'm not sure who designed her, but they should be fired immediately.
Detective Zip.
Me too. We have a lot.
Who gave her the badge? Why does she get a badge? Is this an official thing? Who's even handing these out?